NFL Week 14 is here, and we got some good football ahead this weekend. It's going to be great. I want to do some predictions. I want to start with what I would believe are the 4 best games of this upcoming weekend. Number 1, I believe the Steelers-Bills game might be the very best game we'll see all weekend. 2 playoff teams. I really like Buffalo here. It's a home game for them at Orchard Park. But I'm picking the Steelers to win. The Bills' weakness is their run defense. And that makes me concerned for this game. But there are a couple of fun things to watch here. Number 1, you have Big Ben against Josh Allen, who I think their playing style is very, very similar. I have said before that I think that Josh Allen is kind of a younger version of Big Ben. I mean, the way they avoid sacks, they throw people off of them. They're these big, hulking players who got incredibly strong arms. And as time has gone on, Big Ben got more accurate and got more precise, and so has Josh Allen in his NFL career. And so I think the other thing to watch really is that, does Pittsburgh catch the ball? I mean, how does Pittsburgh handle the cold? I think it's supposed to be like 48 degrees, not a terrible weather day. And Pittsburgh has been really struggling with drop passes recently. They had a bunch of drops against Baltimore, a bunch of drops against Washington, and they're not going to be able to survive drops against Buffalo this weekend. They have to catch the ball if they want to win, and they have a lot of drop passes that could cost them the game against the Buffalo Bills. Game number 2, Monday Night Football, the Browns and the Ravens. I am hoping that this will be a great game. It should be. Anytime the Browns and Ravens play, I guess really, that's not true, but anytime you have a divisional game with teams that know each other very well, I would hope it's interesting, and I'm really praying. I mean, these are 2 quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield, that were drafted in the 2018 NFL Draft. And really, I mean, I've been really ranting and raving about how good the Browns have been this year recently. This is a prove-it game for them. If they are really as good as their record shows, they're 8-3, they're doing I guess they're 9-3, they're doing very, very well. The Browns have to show progress and do very, very well against Baltimore this weekend, and they have to win this game. These are 2 very similar teams. They both run the ball very well. What I think is interesting about the Ravens is that when you watch them, they're in the shotgun a lot. Watch how they use play action from the shotgun. I think they're the best team using hard play action fakes to sell the run and get people open downfield. The way that the Ravens use play action from the shotgun is, I think, better than any other team in the NFL. Should be fun to watch. And I really am excited for this Browns-Ravens game. I hope it's good. I hope it's competitive and interesting. And I'm picking the Browns to win. They should win this game. But again, all I really want is a fun, interesting, competitive game that comes down to the final moments. That'll make me very, very happy. Number 3, Washington against the 49ers. This is Alex Smith against his old team, the 49ers. Feels like a good matchup. You have the beat-up 49ers team against a rising Washington team who's very well coached. Again, these are 2 well-coached football teams. Washington is very, very disciplined. They're on a 3-game winning streak. And Washington will not beat themselves. They will force you to beat them. They're not going to make mistakes that's going to cost them the game. And I simply believe and hope that this will be a very close and interesting game. My prediction here is that it's going to be close, fun, and interesting to watch. If it's not a close game, then I will be wrong about this prediction. All I'm predicting here is it'll be close, fun, and interesting. Number 4, Colts and Raiders. I'm picking the Colts to beat Vegas this weekend. Should be a good one. If the Raiders want to win, they have to force the Colts quarterback, Phillip Rivers, into making a key mistake or 2, a pick 6 or a bad interception. My fear, though, is that the Raiders are going to struggle to run the ball. This Colts defense is really, really good up front. They got DeForest Buckner back in their lineup. Their front 7 is awesome. And so this will be a gritty, tough, hard-fought game. 2 teams that run the ball. They love to run the ball. They run the ball very well. And it could go either way. Maybe the player to watch is Henry Ruggs, the rookie receiver with the Raiders. Can he make a gigantic play? He had the game-winning touchdown last weekend against the Jets. Can he do another play like that where he's so quick and so fast, and they run him vertical all the time? I'm curious if Henry Ruggs can make a big play in this game. But I'm picking the Colts to win. They're way more consistent. The Colts have been way more consistent than the Raiders, who've been very up and down this year. I'm picking the Colts to beat the Raiders. Jets at Seattle. I'll be honest, I don't have the guts to pick the Jets to beat the Seahawks in this game. But man, if any team was ever going to blow a game to the Jets, it would be Seattle. They would do it. And the Seahawks should win this game. They're the better team. Of course, I'm going to pick them to win. But the Jets are getting better. They almost beat the Raiders last week. And I watched that game, and it wasn't like the Raiders were terrible. I mean, I really thought that the Jets were just competing and fighting hard. And they had over 200 yards rushing against Vegas last week. And so I don't really trust Seattle. The Jets are trending up, surprisingly, shockingly. Now, the best storyline here really is that Seattle safety Jamal Adams is playing his old team, the Jets. And I would love to see Jamal Adams have a monster day. 2 sacks, a fumble recovery, an interception, something like that. I want to watch Jamal Adams go off and have a really big game against the Jets this week and show, hey, remember when you didn't want me, you traded me away? That was a mistake. And so I want to see Jamal Adams have a great day. I'm picking the Seahawks, but man, it does feel like if any team is going to blow a game to the Jets, it would be this very uneven, very inconsistent Seattle team. Texans-Bears. I'm picking the Texans to win. The Bears were solid last week. Trubisky was fine. But I want to remind you guys about the 2017 NFL Draft. This is a situation where Chicago drafted North Carolina quarterback Mitchell Trubisky instead of Clemson quarterback Deshaun Watson. And I believe in this game, Deshaun Watson, now the Texans quarterback, is going to show Chicago why that was a very, very bad decision a couple of years ago in the NFL draft. You should have taken Deshaun Watson, and I think Deshaun Watson is going to show that on Sunday. Cowboys-Bengals. Both teams are terrible. I think the Cowboys have more talent than Cincinnati. I don't really want... I'll watch this game at some point. I watch every game every week, but I don't want to watch this game. But I will say it's Andy Dalton against his old team. That'll be fun. It'll be interesting. And so I'm picking the Cowboys to win against Andy Dalton's old team. That should be a fun, interesting storyline. Cowboys should win on Sunday. Cardinals-Giants. It's a tough one. The Giants, they've improved every week this season. I mean, the Giants are getting better and better and better. And it's tough. The Giants have won 4 games straight. So I'm having a hard time betting against the New York Giants this week. I like them. I like Joe Judge. I'll even admit I am rooting for the Giants in this game. And even though the Giants are playing at home, I'm picking the Cardinals to win this game. I can't bring myself. I mean, the Cardinals they're getting Larry Fitzgerald back, a key receiver who's a veteran presence. They have Kyler Murray, a great quarterback. I can't pick the Cardinals to lose this game. I just feel like I think the Cardinals are better. But I am torn up. I'm very, very conflicted. I'm rooting for the Giants. I would be very happy to see the Giants beat the Cardinals on Sunday. Picking the Cardinals to win, but I feel really conflicted and torn up about it. It's a cold game. It's in New York. Home game for the Giants. I'm picking the Cardinals. I'm not very confident about the Cardinals should win. They're a better team. But we'll see if they do that on Sunday. Vikings-Buccaneers. Vikings-Buccaneers. This is a must-win game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 7-5, and they need to win to stay in the playoff hunt. Now, the Vikings are very well coached on defense. Mike Zimmer, their head coach, is a defensive mind that I love, and I would hate to play against Mike Zimmer. Terrifying. He's really smart. He disguises coverages. He runs good blitzes. He calls whatever he wants, whatever coverage he feels like is going to work in that scenario. They run a lot of different stuff in Minnesota. This will be a very good game. It will be. It's going to happen. And it could be a really close, tough game for the Buccaneers where I think that Tom Brady could have a hard time against this Vikings defense, unfortunately. I'm picking the Buccaneers to win an ugly game, but I'm picking the Buccaneers because of their defense playing Kirk Cousins, who I will say Kirk has played very well. I would not be shocked if Minnesota won this game. I think the Buccaneers have to win. I'm picking the Buccaneers to win this game, and I think Tampa wins because of their defense. Their defense can make some plays, and I think Kirk's streak of not having an interception in a while might end on Sunday. Kirk Cousins, though, has played very well recently, and I think Tampa wins again because of their defense, but not because of Tom Brady. I'm torn. I think it'll be close and interesting, but I'm picking the Buccaneers to beat the Vikings on Sunday. Broncos, Panthers. Both teams are 4-8. Point blank, I believe the Panthers are just a better team, despite their record being the same. Both teams are banged up. I don't want to really ask yourself this. In a close game, which quarterback do you trust to win at the end? Drew Lock, who's got more interceptions than touchdowns, or Teddy Bridgewater? I trust Teddy Bridgewater. I think the Panthers are going to win this game. I think it's interesting, though. The Broncos have been getting steadily more coherent every week, and I don't know. I'm excited to watch this one because I want to see how Denver does. They just had a really close game. They almost beat Kansas City last week. They are trending upward, and I think that Carolina has been solid all year. So it should be an interesting test for the Broncos. I want to see how Drew Lock plays, and I'm picking the Panthers to win. Should be interesting. I'm definitely going to watch it, and I want to see what happens. Titans, Jaguars. I'm picking the Titans to win. They should win. Derrick Henry, their running back, should have a big day. And if Tennessee wins this game, they're going to be 9-4. That's a big deal. It's impressive. Now, the bad news is that Tennessee cannot generate much of a pass rush at all. Their pass rush has been really ineffective. Then Jadeveon Clowney, their defensive end, the guy they signed, hoping he would have a big impact, he got hurt, and that makes me even more nervous. And so we'll see here how the Jaguars quarterback Mike Glennon does. I think he could have a good day. I think the Jaguars still are going to win, but we'll see what happens. I think the Titans are still going to win, but we'll see if the Jaguars can challenge the Titans and make it interesting either way. Now, Packers-Lions. I would be shocked if the Lions beat the Packers this weekend. Aaron Rodgers is playing like the NFL MVP. I believe he's going to keep things rolling. I think the Packers beat Detroit in Detroit on Sunday. Falcons-Chargers. Is it bad that I don't care about this game? The Falcons are 4-8. The LA Chargers are 3-9. I like Justin Herbert, so I'll pick the Chargers to win the game, I guess. It's a weird one for me. It's a rare that I look at a game and just I don't care at all. And I looked at this game, like even the Cowboys-Bengals game, I went, oh, I'm excited to watch how Andy Dalton does against his old team. This game just, I didn't have anything emotionally. I didn't feel anything. I go, I don't care. I'm not interested. It's very interesting to me. I don't know. I think that we'll see how Raheem Morris does. He's done fairly interestingly well as the Falcons interim head coach. I don't know that he's done well enough to keep his job when the year is over, but we'll find out. I know that if Raheem Morris wants to keep his job as the head coach of the Falcons, he's going to have to win this game. The Chargers just got crushed by the Patriots 45-0 last week. They need to respond with a positive performance this week. And so we'll see what happens. I'm sure that fans of the Falcons and Chargers are interested. I think otherwise people are going, I don't really want to watch a game. I don't really care about that game. We'll see how Justin Herbert does. I hope Justin does very, very well. Chiefs and Dolphins. I'm picking Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes against the Miami defense is going to be really fun, really interesting. Miami's got some good corners, and they're doing some good stuff. And I like Tua. I think Tua is he's been throwing a lot of timing routes. He's been throwing a lot of quick game. He's been very fine. He's kind of a distributor. He's been very look, I'll be honest. Comparing Justin Herbert to Tua's been underwhelming if you compare those two. I mean, Justin has been way more capable. He's done more physically. And I don't believe that Miami's offense, I know I'm bouncing around. Tua has been like very fine. And I don't know that Miami's offense can compete with Kansas City. And so Casey's going to win like 28-17 or 28 to what's a touchdown and 3 field goals. I don't think Kansas City loses this game, even if their defense does well. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in Miami in this game, but I think they'll fight hard and make it interesting. Saints and Eagles. I'm picking New Orleans to win this game, but it should be fun for a couple reasons. It's Jalen Hurts' first ever start in the NFL. That'll be awesome. And then it's Jalen Hurts against Taysom Hill, 2 interesting quarterbacks. So I personally cannot wait to get my hands on film from this game. I've been waiting for Taysom Hill to impress me, kind of waiting and waiting, and Taysom Hill hasn't really grabbed my attention or impressed me. He's been very decent, no more, no less. He's been very quick, I think, to check down, quicker than I think he should have been. There's been a couple times where he's had guys open downfield and has checked it down instead of pulling the trigger. That's kind of weird for me. I think he's really kind of more like, he's more of a backup. He's Nick Mullins with the ability to run more than Taysom Hill as a franchise quarterback. I'm not that impressed, but hey, we'll see. I'm waiting for Taysom Hill to impress me, and he might do it this week. Certainly, the Saints should win this game. The Eagles are not very good. And then Jalen Hurts, I can't wait to see how he does, because Jalen Hurts really just needs to make good decisions and not have any crippling mistakes. I mean, New Orleans is a better team and should win, but can Jalen Hurts be smart with a football? Even if he's losing, I don't care if you're losing the game, make good decisions. The downfall of Carson Wentz was that he tried to play hero ball, and he made things worse by making mistakes. Can Jalen Hurts avoid that? If things are going poorly, they're losing, just, hey, make the right decision with the ball, take care of the ball, do the right thing, don't try to make some crazy play that isn't there, throw the ball away when it's time to throw the ball away, check it down when you need to, beat the blitz with do the little things right. I want to see if Jalen Hurts can do the little things right and simply run the Eagles' offense better than Carson Wentz has all year. And so I'm picking New Orleans to win, but I really personally cannot wait to watch Jalen Hurts play in NFL Week 14.